Hard to underscore the impressive architecture of New Atlantis, right? I've been here hundreds of times, and it never ceases to amaze me.
I'm on tax duty tomorrow. Can't wait.
Yes, what?
Chief Yassine, these orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools, and that means first getting you into the archives.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the three. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency and requires a one UC Freestar.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince two people, the ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun, to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done. No. Each is a strip of several million random numbers generated on the fly based on biome. They're impossible to create without those keys, and those keys stay with the ambassadors, meaning we're accessing nothing. It won't be.
Both ambassadors have reasons they won't. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be...
And I do mean cooperate. Threat, though that doesn't mean weak.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun? Ah, the good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
I bet she loves her job.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going...
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can...
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're...
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to... But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over.
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards... He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promise. And someone... All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how...
Captain, would... Captain, would you like to... Ambassador Balmore's. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, he's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way...
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into... But that hasn't... After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about... It's why they have an embassy here in the first place. Why they're leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador.
They're unusual, sure, but I'm sure we can read. They're just people. Weird, maybe.
They certainly come with a checkered past. We're not 100% sure Balmore. His public appearances were always rare. But scans of the facility show life signs.
Your task is to find him. Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin. But let's hope it doesn't come.
The embassy is still legally House Varun sovereign territory. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has... But we're quite sure. The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they... It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify.
I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side end. Here. This device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be... And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach, I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff.
Be smart out there, Captain.
Ah, my friend. Dish. Okay. Whoa there. Nerves on edge.
You're entering Freestar sovereign territory, so show some respect in there.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you. Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here? Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
That woman is an absolute... Oh, sorry. Oh, what? You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport, and like I've got... Well, then you have my... But look, they said you were coming here on official. The ambassador likes to handle all that, even if she does have trained diplomats. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so... What? So you want me to... Okay, first you need her bio key and that thing. Her quarters. And you... Really? Okay, so there's a utility corridor that leads to the ambassador's quarters, which you can access through the main... Here, the key. Whatever you do, don't let the guards see you entering. I'll keep an ear out for more...
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
Ambassador. It seems the Council of Governors rejected my appeal to join. Again, which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage until we die. But I think we might need to. We should expedite the process.
What are you getting at, ma'am?
I mean, my requests keep being rejected because they don't want to add a fee, right? But what if one opened up? The mind's heart in what it used to be. It's not like anyone would miss him.
Eva, I think it's time to get some sleep.
Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
Good night, Eva.
You're allowed. Sorry. Everyone's a little on it. Sounds like it was a real mess down at the spaceport.
This building is Freestar sovereign territory. So in here...
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. You have my thanks for what you did down there. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives. Some of the most highly guarded information, and I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer, I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now. Excuse me? No. If the Council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us. You're... Please, pretty please, don't tell my superiors I was thinking about double-crossing them. And I know you, my dear, dear friend, wouldn't let anything like that get in the way of the two of us. And in fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure it. I can only let you get the information on the terramorphs. And all research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being... But those two items should be enough to... Good. They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. It's not supposed to be a long process. It is for emergencies, after all. You're gonna be discreet with that information, I hope. Don't worry. I'll coordinate with Deputy McIntyre on the observers. I appreciate you being flexible.
We probably shouldn't be seen together, now that we're on the same side.